JJ tries A Quiet Place.
The road ahead.
So I decided to get A Quiet Place The Road Ahead on opening day from Steam because I honestly love the franchise. I really loved the first two movies except for day one, but that's a whole different story. You start the game on day one, just a few moments before the creatures arrive on Earth through the perspective of this Jezebel, Alex Taylor.
Oh, that's us.
Anyways, you start off in the boonies of God knows where with your hot childhood best friend Martin. He basically abandoned me in the woods for the first 5 seconds into the game to go check out some weird noises in the woods, and after some time passes, you just say it and go find him. After trying to look for Martin in the woods for God knows how long, because you can't run in this game, you get a jump scare from Martin and realize, great, my character is asthmatic. Apparently, she lived practically her whole adult life not having a single asthma attack, and the day of the invasion, her asthma kicks in. That's some up luck. You're not starting the game right when you have to play this weak asthmatic in a post-apocalyptic world that requires you to have some decent stamina. Like, what the hell? The writers of this franchise certainly loves to nerf their protagonists. So fast forward to day 105. We somehow managed to survive 105 days after the invasion, so we explore a ranch to find supplies. Here we learn how to open air vents and doors as quietly as possible. That's the tutorial for you. She finally reaches the infirmary and comes across this pregnancy test. As if her asthma wasn't bad enough, lo and behold, this bitch is pregnant. She tells Martin she's preggo with his baby right after the test, which I guess the two trauma bonded and did the nasty after the invasion. I don't get it. I don't think I would honestly be sucking when I'm fearful for my life, but whatever, to each their own, I suppose. He's ecstatic about it as you can see his happy dance, but like, in a world where you can't make a single goddamn noise, no one is remotely scared of having this baby. You leave the ranch to take supplies back to your camp, and her ass gets stuck in a tree trunk. Surprise, surprise. Martin sacrificed himself like the chivalrous man that he is. God, I need a man like that. But that's how the game starts. It's day 119, and we find ourselves back on base, which is basically a huge hospital they set up camp in, which is pretty cool. It's 12 days after her man dies, and her father, Kenneth, finds out she's been doing the nasty with her late boyfriend this whole time. They debate whether to tell Martin's mother, Laura. Apparently, they hint through the story that Laura hates Alex because Laura thinks Alex is responsible for her husband's death. It's a lot. Martin says through notes laying around the base that it was basically an accident and Alex did what she could to save Martin. Eventually, Martin's mom Laura finds out because her stupid dad told her and she fell asleep with the damn pregnancy test on the desk. And Laura locks her in her own room as prisoner. Your dad breaks you out and tells you to run away, follow the train tracks, and find this base nearby that supposedly has the National Guard there looking for survivors. For some odd reason, the whole base has been breached by these Death Angels. Oh yeah, did you know they're called Death Angels? Like, what the f***? I've never heard of that in any of the movies, and this game calls them creatures. Yeah, in the wiki they're called Death Angels, apparently. Anyways, as you try to escape the hospital to look for the National Guard base, you were equipped with this tool called the Phenometer that Alex has been working on for days. It basically tells you how much noise you're making as to not alert the creatures, and the Phenometer is going to be your best friend. I barely used the flashlight throughout the whole game, but this is where the real game happens since it starts listening to your mic, and I learned quickly the first 5 seconds just how sensitive these creatures are to noise. Oops, my bad. After that, it's just a matter of trying to open every single door and air vent as quickly and as quietly as possible. Trying to make as little to no noise as possible is harder than it looked. There's been times my own chair creaking got me killed. But also having virtual spatial awareness was something I had to learn with this game because I've literally backed into my own funeral during this segment right here. Going forward, I'm going to be quiet. I'm gonna try. Trying to traverse this busted down hospital was hard as Like, look how long it takes to just walk over rubble as quietly as possible without getting shafted by these monsters. And not to mention all the doors. Eventually, you do get to the entrance of the hospital to escape.
Bruh.
Yeah, easier said than done. You realize you can't escape through the front of the hospital, so you have to escape through the parking lot. Which, by the way, has a f***ing creature guarding the whole thing. But eventually you do escape the hospital. I thought Laura was gonna just jump right in there. Like, god damn it. Day 119. I figured I'd stop here and start over again the very next day.
Much later.
So I'm back at it again the very next night. Day 119. Remember to be careful and check for noise. And there you have it. It took me one day to forget it listens to my microphone. I totally forgot it listens to my mic. So, yeah, I'll shut up now. So, we're finally outside in the world, and we find ourselves in this public hiking trail. You can tell because of all these family-friendly signs about the local woodland creatures. Aww. Eventually, we find that Laura and one of her goons escaped the hospital unscathed, so yeah, let's avoid them for now and try to survive. First things first, find the railroad tracks that Daddy said to look for earlier. If traversing an indoor hospital wasn't hard enough with your asthma, being outside in the wild is so much harder. You have to be careful of dusty areas, for example. Alex is just so weak and asthmatic that any long-term strenuous activities like picking up a box would trigger her to have an asthma attack. To make matters worse, in order to navigate some obstacles, she needs to carry large planks to bridge certain gaps. We finally get to the train tracks, but we have to get this plank to bridge a gap on the railroad. The plank is basically inside this cabin, and it's not easy.
I would never survive in this world.
See, it didn't look too hard, but it was an honest to get through all of that. Anyways, we follow the train tracks through a tunnel, which by the end of it, we see the body of Corporal Shibata. He's a part of the National Guard that's looking for survivors. And he's from the very base you're trying to get to. So it sucks he's dead, but generally I suppose we are going in the right direction. This game is pretty linear, so after going straight, we see the goon that Laura was spotted with earlier get owned. Now for the tricky part. Get through this damn monster. Mind you, this is on easy. On easy, you get your choice to use handicaps, but I never opted to use them, so it's my fault for making it harder on myself. But honestly, the only differences on the difficulty levels is the sound sensitivity. If I fart or my chair makes a sound, I'm still dead on easy. And so unless I have a better microphone and less noisy room to play on, I guess I won't bother attempting to try the other difficulties. It took me an hour just to do this, so mainly it's a very thin labyrinth, and trying to inch forward without bumping into the monster was just the difficult part.
I was right there. So close. I'm getting watered.
So, after rage quitting for a bit, I did find myself in an abandoned house. Inside this house, we found a safe room where we could spend the night and have our mental breakdown before continuing on with our journey.
Jesus. All those people. Mark. Dad. Oh God. No, no, no.
When Alex leaves, we realize her horrible mother-in-law, which she fears so much, is caught up to us. After we bust their asses, we could finally throw objects now to distract the creatures. It's easier said than done though. So the main goal here is to escape the mother-in-law, grab a plank to cross the gap in the backyard so we can find the end of this railroad track. But with this creature, it took about an hour of sneaking around and dying multiple times.
Damn.
Eventually we escape, we find the end of the railroad tracks, and our character is reminded of her late boyfriend because her boyfriend originally gave her glove, and she looks down and she's like, oh my god, I miss him. And we get a flashback of the day the invasion started. It's back to day one, and it's after our first asthma attack. We realize Laura wasn't always a... So we get a lot more backstory. Alex stopped having asthma attacks at a young age. Her mom died when she was young. So all she had was her father, really. We also find out that the day of the invasion, it's Alex's birthday. We find clues that Martin and Alex was childhood friends, and Martin wanted to confess his love for her. Eventually, Martin invites you inside of the house, and you find yourself in the attic where Martin's trying to confess his love for you, but then you get sidetracked and distracted by your dad just having a breakdown outside because he couldn't save his late wife.
Should have done more.
There's nothing anyone could have done.
I'm a doctor. What's the point if I can't save my own wife?
And yeah, that's when the invasion started. So we're back to the present day at day 119. So we are back with another obstacle to face, and this time we are introduced to bear traps. This game is in no way difficult, but pretty lengthy because you literally have to spend half an hour just tiptoeing just to get 20 feet, and if you so much as fart, you're dead. I had no idea how to bypass these bear traps without a throwable object, but I did eventually get it. I saved you guys like an hour of this torture. If I had just used my flashlight in the first place, I wouldn't have had to speed this up so much. So that was like my bad.
Damn. I'm like so impatient. Like I'm over it. Oh my god. How? I totally pressed it. No. I'm too scared to like, you know what? Maybe that's my time to just call it quits for the night. How? I'm right on the white.
Eventually, my dumbass realizes that there was a hole underneath these logs that I could have avoided, and then we reached the cabin base that we're supposed to be at.
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb for real.
So after that painful display of me trying to figure out the most basic of puzzles, we reach the base camp where the National Guard is supposedly taking survivors. It's filled to the brim of booby traps and obstacles placed by them. The bad news is, it seems everyone either left the base or died. But the good news is, Dad is there like he promised he would be.
Oh, thank God.
Are you?
I'm fine. It was an accident.
Did Laura do that?
The hospital was attacked. Everything happened so quickly.
Did anyone else make it out?
All that matters is that you're safe.
Laura followed me.
she's not well.
Yeah.
Locking you up. I never thought. Alex.
She knows. About.
Your glove. It's ripped to shreds.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, no, here, put these on.
No, thanks.
Don't be silly.
I'm not.
That can't protect you.
Stop it.
Alex?
I'm sorry. I just. I can't. He was my only. And he's gone. Because of it.
When your mother passed, I couldn't see the point of anything. When I look into your eyes, I know she's still here.
What do we do?
The group that was here left a while ago. They were in contact with someone through the radio. They wrote down the frequency, but the antenna's offline.
Where is it?
There, on the watchtower.
Okay then.
No, I'll go.
You're injured.
You're pregnant.
Only one of us is walking like Tiny Tim.
But
Dad, I can't lose you two.
Take this. To help with the antenna.
What?
Now, I just remembered. Laura got me this for my birthday. I found these. I can direct you to the antenna. I can talk, but you need to...
Stay quiet. I know.
Okay, tap the mic. Once for yes, twice for no. Got it? Good. Be safe.
You too.
Oh, I thought he was saying tap my mic.
So basically, get to the watchtower, fix the antenna, and get back to Daddy. Also, while trying to defuse these rope traps along the way, and creatures.
Deactivate it without alerting any listeners.
F. Yes.
Did you do it? Good, Alex. Very good. Go forward. You'll reach a wooden signpost. When you do, go left. Did you go left? You never did like being told what to do. Just like your mother. Did you go left? The path traced on the map seems to go through a bunch of rocks. I guess check to see if there's a passage.
What the fuck did I do?
If you ever want to try this game and you have a mechanical keyboard, it'll be the death of you. And to no one's surprise, you have to avoid creatures, obstacles, bear traps, and more before even getting to the tower.
Alex, are you all right? Please tell me you're all right. Oh, thank God. All right, now go to the tower and figure out what's wrong with the antenna. You're a fighter, Alex. Just like her. You're stronger than you think.
This part took a while.
Alright, I'm done for the night. So over this. I'm so dumb. That's what I was supposed to do this whole time. I am so dumb. I'm so dumb for real. Like...
You did it. Radio's working. Listen. This is Task Force Empire to all available units. If you're receiving this message, convene at the harbor in Clinton. We're loading boats and we'll regroup at an island due east. The creatures cannot swim. I repeat, the creatures cannot swim. This is Task Force Empire to all available units. If you're receiving this message, convene at the harbor in Clinton. Did you hear that? How long has it been since they recorded that? Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's our best bet. I'll pack. Meet me at the station.
So after all that hard work trying to get the radio tower to work, we trek back to Zieri, only to find our mother-in-law caught up to us. So we learned the National Guard left for the town of Clinton to get on boats and sail for islands where the creatures can't reach them, like the rest of the movies. Zaddy is dead and the creature came after Laura, so now it's get to the shore, avoid all these creatures and mazes, and it's home free. But first things first, escape the base undetected.
I blame this chair, guys. The goddamn chair.
So we escape the base and we find a really cool waterfall that drowns out our sound. It's a nice safe space to have our mental breakdown in after we just lost Zaddy.
Oh my god, did we do it? OMG. Nice, we can talk in here. Nice, is this a safe house? Damn. Day 120.
I can't do this without you. I'm drowning. I don't know which way's up.
So after crying uncontrollably under a waterfall, we find a bridge we have to cross. Here we can finally use sandbags to cushion our steps as to not alert those creatures, as well as we're introduced to these creatures' new ability more than halfway through the game. It's called scanning, where they can just pinpoint our location even if we're quiet, but to bypass that, we must just stay frozen in whatever position we are in at that current moment. Anyways, enjoy my struggle trying to get through this bridge.
Damn, I want those pills. think I would make that.
After crossing that bridge and alerting the creatures, we run into a hole in the wall, where we get a flashback of day one. Here, we see why Laura hates Alex so much and why she blames Alex for her husband's death.
Go, go!
I can't go any faster.
What are those things?
The hospital must be a madhouse. Is Ken?
He hasn't called back. We'll be there soon.
I should have gone with him.
They're getting on us! What do we do?
Only thing we can. Alex here.
Don't give her a gun.
You can't shoot.
Laura's right. I don't know how to
Okay, simple. Right. Point, shoot, then reload. Like this.
Out of the way!
They're coming!
I like this.
Get ready, Alex. Straight at us.
Christ!
Look right! They're coming straight at us.
Mom, left!
Hell, Laura! We don't need you trying to kill us, too!
Then you drive. Come on!
How you doing on ammo? Nice, Alex. Nice.
Let's go. Come on.
Dad!
How's the hospital?
How long does it take for them to figure out quiet is bad? I mean, quiet is good.
Dad? Dad?
Hey, Alex! Kill it! Mom, left! Look out!
It was Laura driving. Surprise, surprise. Bitch looking at me like I did something bad. That's what happened? Laura. Day 120.
Present day again, and we woke up inside this pump station by the bridge we escaped in. Our flashlight doesn't work, so we need to use flares to navigate through this station to escape. Navigating this station was fairly difficult. It took me a while to escape this station. I think it's about like 2 hours it took me to just navigate through all the puzzles. I saved you guys that torture. There's a lot of water to navigate through, and trying to walk on water without detecting the creatures was hard on its own. Not to mention turning these water valves without making any noise was I just can't. I can't.
do it. Damn it. No! Tried to hide. Mad. Really? You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired. That's it. I'm just trying another day. Trying another day.
The next morning.
Damn it.
All is quiet, all is calm. Though the storm isn't gone, see the sun catch my breath. Oh, I know what comes next.
Okay then.
After taking our rest in the safe room, we find our way out, but we have to shut off a few water valves first before we can escape through the sewers. So before we exit the sewers, we replace our flashlight with this crappy manual one. For those too young to know what a manual flashlight is, you basically wind it up like a toy and recharge it. So you don't need batteries for it, but it does create a lot of noise when you do charge it. We finally see the light of day. It's still day 120, and all we have to do now is get to the harbor and pray that there's a boat there still available for us. Okay, so we finally made it to the harbor, and the harbor is just an elaborate labyrinth of gaps and planks that you have to quietly navigate through. Walking on the planks were a major because the planks amplified your footsteps like tenfold. One thing I don't get is that throughout the game you find bodies of water to confide in because large bodies of water is pretty much loud and can mask the noise you make, but not this harbor. Like, no sounds of waves at all. I found this one shed in the pier that made a ton of noise from the waves, but when you step outside of it, you have to be super quiet. I mean, is that realistic or what? Like, someone give me an answer to that because it makes no sense. How is the whole pier very quiet, but then when you step foot inside the shed, okay, there's a lot of noise where the creatures can't hear you. Anyways, after going through the pier, we raise up this boat that's in our way to get inside the harbor building. And inside, we find out that the fire department actually has a working boat in their station. So off we go to our final destination, the fire department. Once we get inside, you'll notice that everything in the building is electronic, so in order to navigate through the whole building to get to our boat, we have to fix a series of fuses. Yeah, we caused that fire. I never understood this part considering if this was me, I'd just head straight to the boat and go. But once we get to a safe room, we have to get the sprinklers working again, and in order to do that, we have to go to the underground training pool. So fix the sprinklers, then escape. Now that we have the sprinklers and the power working again, we have to head back upstairs and get to the boat to escape.
God damn it. It walks so fast.
I'm sorry. I know.
Even though I don't accept that apology from her, it's now a race to the boat, since 1, you can't remove the gas mask from this point forward, and 2, she can't breathe with the gas mask on because lol, asthma.
here.
And that's the conclusion to A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. And you know what my opinion on this game was after 8 grueling hours of super quiet gameplay?
Wow.
It was okay. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. I'll be posting a new video every week, so let me know what you think or if you have any game recommendations for me to try. Bye for now, everyone.